Hey, hey, Babylon Fantasy Football. Happy Halloween.
We're back. Yep, it's a Friday and it's October 31st. And we are on a special Halloween episode here with Charlie and myself, Ryan. Charlie, what's your Halloween costume tonight? I know we
I
talked a
was
little
just
bit
about to
about
ask you.
it.
Me and my fiance are dressing up together. So she's gonna be a cookie, and I'm gonna be the Cookie Monster.
Oh, I like that one. That's good. Did you get that at Spirit Halloween or
No,
where?
honestly, all I'm wearing is a hat that has like the Cookie Monster eyes and mouth on it, and then I'm just gonna wear all blue.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah,
I've heard
easy,
of that one.
easy.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Me and three of my college buddies are being part of a barbershop quartet. So I'll be out there singing some karaoke, I think, tonight somewhere. So we got a costume, haven't even tried it on yet. Hopefully it fits. And it fits for them. And I guess last night they were all practicing some choreography. So we'll see. I'll be definitely the odd one out, but it'll be fun either way. So
Yeah. You haven't tried it on yet. What do you mean? Did you get it from Spirit?
I don't even, it's at my friend's place. So
Okay.
I haven't even seen it yet, and there's one size, and I'm taller than all of them. So we'll see how it goes.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
But yeah, did you
I
watch
was,
any game last night,
yeah, I
Chuck?
was just going to talk about it. Yeah, the Ravens look back. Miami, fired their GM, not looking good. I feel like you weren't too happy if you had a fantasy performer out there that wasn't Mark Andrews or Lamar. Did you watch any of last night's game?
I did not, but I did have Mark Andrews in one of my league. I also had him in my now chopped guillotine team. So of course he did well last week or yesterday. But other than that, I agree with you. Derrick Henry really didn't perform up to standards. Rashad Bateman or Zay Flowers, neither one of them did amazing. And then Waddle, he ended up with I think 6 catches and 80 something yards. So PPR wise, he wasn't horrible, but nobody else really on the Dolphins performed super well. So
Yeah. I mean, Achane did fine. Derrick Henry did fine too. He had like almost 120 yards rushing. He just didn't score and didn't catch any balls. So, yeah, looks like Dolphins are going to have to make some big changes here. I wouldn't be surprised if McDaniel gets fired.
they said he was going to stay on to the end of this year, though. I don't know if you saw that today. I did see that, but who knows? Also, what some of those reports say, and then yeah, I think the Ravens will probably come back here and maybe make the playoffs. They're a good team to watch for go forward. Lamar is unbelievable. So
Some quick news. Rico looks like he's going to get all the starter snaps. They said DeAndre Swift is out, so Kyle Monangai, if he's available in your leagues, I think he's a decent start this week. Pacheco is also ruled out,
mhm.
so we'll talk about who you should start for your start of the week here later. Ramondre Stevenson is out as well. I think that is actually very big for my Travion Henderson. This is his one opportunity to finally show what he can do, as I took him in the fifth round. Trying to think other injuries. Most of like those are Travis Hunter. That was the other big one. He
Yeah,
got put on IR, injured in practice.
yeah, those are kind of the big new ones. Honestly, a lot of them though. Swift and Pacheco and Ramondre Stevenson all being out definitely, like you said, helps out some of those backups there. And we'll talk about them later. Or maybe we can actually talk about them now, Chuck. All right. So who's your running back start of the week now that Pacheco's out? Oh,
All
you're on the
right.
spot.
Yeah, with Pacheco being out, I'm going Kareem Hunt. He's just sticking around and he's been doing well for the Chiefs all year, even after that injury. People were skeptical if he'd come back into that role, but he had 2 touchdowns again last week, and without Pacheco there, I expect him to get the bulk of the carries. Last week he was RB11. He's had an RB9 finish, an RB19 finish. I think you got to pick and choose the matchups for him. And then this is a plus matchup in a very high scoring game against Buffalo, which I'm very excited to watch. I
Yep.
want lots of pieces in this game, and this is one of them. I want to play Kareem Hunt if I can.
I like that idea, especially like you said, recent performances, Pacheco being out, and the Bills' defense not being amazing. So
Yep.
that'll be good.
All right, Ryan, who is your RB start of the week?
Yeah, my RB start of the week. Chargers running back did super well Thursday night against the Vikings. Vidal, he's their main guy there now, obviously, with Hassan Haskins going down injuries, and he performed super well against the Vikings, which was a plus matchup for him. And he has another plus matchup this week against Tennessee. So I would look for him. I think what do you have? I think it was 20 something points, 19 points on Thursday night, over 100 yards. Chargers offense is clicking right now. Look for him kind of to have a repeat performance against a pretty easy matchup, especially if they go up by a lot. Or not like a lot, but they go up right away. They'll be running the ball quite a bit too. So look for Vidal to find the end zone and perform super well. So that's my RB start of the week. I know he's already high up there projection wise. I think he was like 12 on RBs for PPR. So hoping you're starting him already. But just to confirm your decision, I'm going to go with Vidal.
Yep, keep playing him as long as Hampton's still out, which they said it might take longer for him to get back. He'll be good until that happens.
Yep.
All right, Brian, who's your wide receiver start of the week?
Yeah, my wide receiver start of the week is also a guy that's kind of been on fire here. He is questionable, but so is his counterpart DJ Moore, and as Charlie mentioned earlier, DeAndre Swift is questionable. But I'm guessing Roma Dunze will play. I'm pretty sure he will. He's my wide receiver start of the week. He's been Caleb's favorite target, honestly, in that Bears offense so far. He's also been catching a few touchdowns here and there. Good PPR receiver too. DJ Moore, maybe he'll get offloaded at some point as well this year. But either way, I still like Roma Dunze this week. I know Caleb didn't perform amazing in their last game against the Ravens, so that was a little bit tough. Also, why I got chopped in fantasy, but I think Rome found the end zone. Could be wrong. But either way, Rome is my start of the week. Also, their matchup is pretty plus here. They play the Bengals. That's the reason why. Bengals secondary has been getting walked all over as well, even by Aaron Rodgers. And before that, Packers, obviously, we walked over them with Carson Wentz as our QB a little while ago. So don't look for anything to change there with the Bengals. I also think that it could be a pretty high scoring game. So look for Roma Dunze to also perform well as a wide receiver this week. He's my start of the week. Who is yours, Charlie?
I'm going to Marvin Harrison. It's they don't know for sure who the starter is for the Cardinals yet, if it's Brissett or Kyler. Earlier in the week, they said it was going to be Kyler, but I don't even know. They didn't announce it yet today in practice, which is strange. That's why I'm kind of feeling it'll be Brissett, but I would play him either way. Um, Mainly because they get to play the worst defense in the entire league is the Dallas Cowboys, who are dead last against wide receivers. Again, we keep targeting this defense, and there's a reason why. Regardless of who it is out there at quarterback, play Marvin Harrison this week, please.
I do agree with that. Like you said, worst defense in the league. Another high scoring opportunity game right there as well with the Cowboys and the Cardinals on Monday Night Football. And Marv is kind of getting into it a little bit now too, performing pretty well last few weeks. So um,
Where
let's
should we
jump
move to next?
over to our tight ends, Charlie. Who do you got for your tight end start of the week?
Yeah, tight ends are tough. You mentioned it
Yeah.
in our text this morning on who your start was going to be. I was also struggling with mine. I'm going to take a chance on the rookie. I'm going to go with Colston Loveland. I think that he's got to break out eventually. We've seen the targets go up week after week. No Cole Kmet again. And yeah, I mean, the Cincinnati defense isn't very good. That's the reason you were targeting Roma Dunze, and that works well with the tight ends as well. So yeah, especially with no Swift, I think the pass catchers will benefit from no Swift because they'll have to throw it more.
Yeah. I was gonna actually have Loveland as my tight end start of the week if I didn't go with the Dunes. I didn't want to do two Bears guys. So I like your tight end start here, as Charlie mentioned. And my tight end start of the week is actually on the opposite side of the ball there in that game. I'm going with Noah Fant. Like I said, the main tight ends you're going to be starting this week as a whole. But if you want a deeper down tight end that maybe can get you a few points here and there, he had three receptions. But Joe Flacco, he had a touchdown against the Steelers. He had 41 yards against the Jets. He's been getting on average, somewhere between 3 and 5 catches a game. There's some amazing stats right there. There's tight end fantasy defense is 11th worst in the NFL, and they've been allowing about 15 points per game fantasy wise PPR. Um, it's tough. Obviously, you have T Higgins and you have Jamar Chase, but I have a hunch, and maybe we can bet on this a little bit later. Noah Fant will find the end zone in that game.
All right, I don't like this one at all. I'll just be honest with you. You don't even have to do the touchdown bet because I that's not gonna hit. It's not the fact that like no offense, like a fine tight end. And you mentioned Flacco's improving their offense, but he's improving it by targeting one guy. Jamar Chase had 19 targets last week and 23 the week before. So it's almost like Joe Flacco has like 2 seconds to throw. He drops back and just looks where Jamar Chase is every time.
Hey, T Higgins got a touchdown last week too, and he had like
That's
6 catches.
that's
Uh, maybe
that's true. That's true.
maybe Joe Flacco won't play, and then to have Jake Browning be the dump off. But anyways, I think Joe Flacco will play. And speaking of Joe Flacco, who is your QB start of the week, Charlie?
All right, you hinted at it pretty good there. I'm going Joe Flacco. So long as he plays, there has been rumors of him possibly missing this week. But towards the end of the week, there were reports that he's most likely going to play, but just monitor that if you are with a quarterback on bye this week and you need someone to fill in. Joe Flacco is a great option who goes up against Chicago, who is third to last against quarterbacks. I do expect this one to be very high scoring. And yeah, we mentioned Noah Fant, but Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, he's got the weapons there. And if you look at the numbers that Burrow's been put, or not Burrow, I miss Burrow. Come on, Burrow. When you getting
Yeah.
back here? Hopefully December. Flacco's been very good. If you look at his last two games, he was the quarterback 4 and the quarterback 8, putting up over right around 25 points a game in
Yep.
both of those matchups.
No, I started him last week in one of my leagues. He helped me get a victory, so that was helpful. 2 weeks ago, I didn't start him, so I agree. I'll look for him to continue to do well. He's just an old man that'll dump it off, like you said, to Jamar Chase, and then T Higgins and Noah Fant's going to get into the end zone. So it'll be good for Joe Flacco in that sense. I
I
like
s-
that side of the league.
Thanks. I just saw some crazy stat this morning when I was on Twitter, and it said Joe Flacco's already like third in the league in pass interference calls. So he just throws such a good ball that, or when it's a bad ball, he'll make sure that it's pass interference. And he's only played in what, couple games this year? Or I guess he played for the Browns before,
Browns,
but
yeah.
yeah, no, that was a crazy stat. Anyway, Ryan, who's your quarterback start of the week?
My QB start of the week, I mean, he's just a good QB as a whole, but also matchup based is so important for him. And look for him to dominate. I have Jared Goff as my QB start of the week in Detroit. I think I mentioned him earlier in the year. Um, did pretty well. He's obviously consistent. He'll get you at least, I would say at least probably 20 points this week. Matchup, they play the Vikings. Our team, sadness. But Justin Herbert, I think he had 26 fantasy points against us. Week before, I watched that game with Jalen Hurts. He torched us with AJ Brown and Devonta Smith, and I think he had over 25 fantasy points too. And Jared Goff and a healthy, rested Detroit Lions offense will maybe not even have to punt against our kind of porous defense and secondary. We might get some points here and there with JJ McCarthy, hopefully helping out a little bit. But Detroit, as we've mentioned a lot before, and we know, and you guys all probably know too, they love to run up the score. So there's a good chance they score over 50 points against us, which is sad to say, but this also means Jared Goff will be doing well. So that's my QB start of the week.
All right. Interesting. Yeah, Goff goes off in some and it's hit or miss, so maybe we'll have to put that as one of our bets as well for Jared
It
Goff.
is. I love how you're sticking with the Vikings. We need that. We need that.
I am a homer, but you never know. I mean, I'm not expecting us to win, but yeah, like he can have games where he doesn't do anything, where Jahmyr Gibbs just scores like 30 points. So
I mean, I wouldn't mind that either personally because Jameer Gibbs is on some of my fantasy teams, but also wouldn't mind either of them doing well, except for I know that will not happen.
Yep, yep. Does that mean we only are left with our last two, the best parts? Ryan,
The
who is
best
your
parts of the show.
what?
The best parts of the show right here.
Yeah. Who's your big, beautiful, shiny turd?
A big, beautiful, shiny turd of the week. And talked about some good old booty that everybody needs some booty earlier on our Monday show. This guy is on the same team as Booty, and his name is Andy. I can't say his last name. I don't know how to pronounce it really. Bareglas or something like that. And he is on the Patriots. He's my big old shiny turd. Trying to pick a new kicker every single week. Patriots offense is good. Pelicans defense also really not that good. Patriots are clicking. There's probably going to be a few times though when they're stopped in the red zone. He's got a good boot on him. He does not miss many field goals. So he's my big old shiny turd booty kicker of the week.
Interesting. Do you think there's a chance Falcons win that game against Patriots?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's definitely a chance. I'm not going to say it's a blowout, but
Yeah. No, I'm not saying anything against your kicker. I'm just like Falcons have won some weird games this year. Like they beat the Bills, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago
yeah.
now? And
Yeah.
then they've looked really bad against other teams. So
Like the Panthers. Yeah.
yeah,
They got blown out 30-0 against the Panthers. So,
good.
um, but that's my big shiny turd old booty kicker of the week. Charlie, who is your good old defense of the week to start?
Yeah, similar with you. I like to pick a different defense every week. There are ones maybe I might like better, but the Los Angeles Rams get to play in the New Orleans Saints. I know they're better defense this year, but there's a good chance they were available coming into the week because they were on bye last week. So hopefully you scooped them up on the waivers, and then you get to play them against the New Orleans Saints and Tyler, what is it, Shuck?
Yes.
It's okay. Yeah, he's in his debut this week, so I expect him to throw at least 2 picks.
Yeah, I'd say either way, he's not that good. Rams defense is pretty solid as a whole. I like the matchup. So
All right, some start sits. With the news of Swift being ruled out, would you rather play DeAndre Swift or would you rather play Kyle Monangai or Travion Henderson?
I did Travion Henderson in that situation. How
All
about you,
right,
Charlie?
I would as well.
Yeah.
Just trying to give some people like some injured guys. How about Kareem Hunt or Kyle Monangai?
So I'd probably go with Kareem Hunt in that situation. Your start of the week.
And
Be
that one
tough.
is
You.
very, very tough for me. I'll go Kareem Hunt though too. I think Monangai might actually have a decent game.
All right. How about this one? Would you do Tyrone Tracy or Manungai?
Who do the Giants play again?
They play San Fran at home.
Ooh,
Hmm.
give me Monangai.
Yeah, I could see that too. Um, Kind of related. I think it's a question I honestly have to pick up Tyrone Tracy in our league. Um, but I have Chase Brown right now slotted in my flex. Would you do Chase Brown or would you do Tyrone Tracy?
Uh, I think
Obviously, Bengals are playing the Bears. Tracy's playing the San Fran.
I think that game's going to be high scoring. Chicago versus Cincy, and it's kind of like Chase Brown's gotten better since
Yeah.
Joe Flacco's been there, so I'd go Chase Brown.
Okay. That's what I have right now too. Is Chase Brown. I'm probably going to stick with that. So,
Too many Joes and too many Chases on the Cincinnati Bengals
Cincinnati.
team.
I know. That's so true.
All right, so with the news of BTJ, or not BTJ, Travis Hunter being ruled out, would you rather play Brian Thomas Jr. or Keenan Allen this week?
Um, I would say BTJ.
Yeah, me too. All right. Those were just a couple questions we had here. There's a lot of mouths to feed in the Chargers offense.
There are, which is tough. And all like we talked about earlier, Chargers matchup's pretty good, but that Chargers offense is as good as a whole with everybody there. And Keenan Allen and Quentin Johnston really didn't get targeted much against us Thursday night. So I think maybe I know they obviously are very much team oriented and team players, but I think they'll get a few more targets. So So,
Yep. All right, we got our bets.
any questions come through, Charlie, or should we just get on to the bets?
Yeah, let me take a look at I might have had one, but I might have already asked it. Let's go. Would you rather start Ashton Genty this week or Cortland Sutton? So Denver
I
plays
probably,
Houston at Houston.
sorry, who plays what? Las Vegas plays Houston.
Oh no, Denver plays Houston and then the Raiders played the Jags.
I'd probably go with GNT on this one. Matchup base for Sutton. Also, Sutton dropped the ball. What was it, 3 times on Sunday? You never really know. Troy Franklin's been doing pretty well in that offense also. Um, mm, Raiders are coming off a bye. Maybe they got some of their stuff together where they'll hand the ball off to GNT a little bit more. Also, the matchup too. So, how about you?
Yep, I'm in agreement. I agree there. Let's go to our bets, Ryan. Think I went 3-0 last week.
Let's
Um,
go.
because I'm pretty sure Ferguson put up 0, right? Am I
Yeah.
all
No, he
right?
did not do well or anything. So,
Okay, so Kittle beat him. Um, the Pittsburgh tight ends did not score 2 touchdowns. I don't even think they had one.
oh,
And then the
that
other one was 10.5 for Romeo Dobbs. I'm pulling up his stat line right now.
yeah, that Pittsburgh one was tough. I also didn't watch the Sunday night game.
Romeo scored 7.9. So 3-0, which puts me at 16-8 on the year. That's tough.
Yeah, that's been a tough
We
one.
mentioned one earlier, but I'm already forgetting what we said.
We said no to Noah Fant.
Oh, yeah, I won't even make you do touchdowns because that's so hit or miss with him. I'd say
I
he
got
doesn't score half
oh,
PPR. He doesn't score 6 fantasy points.
Noah Fant.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna do him. Sorry. Actually, I don't know. No, I need confidence in my starter. I'm gonna say Noah Fant's getting over 6 fantasy points.
No half PPR. Okay.
Just give me that touchdown, Noah Fant. That'll be light work then.
All right, Ryan, what do you want to do for your bet?
For me, I will go with BTJ. So obviously you mentioned earlier Travis Hunter's out. Um, don't remember exactly BTJ's line, but I think it's around maybe I don't know. Let's just say PPR wise, you think he gets
I can give you
over?
his projected points because I got
Yeah,
him on my team. He's projected 13.5.
I'm gonna up it a little bit. Do you think it's gonna be over or under 15?
With the news that Travis Hunter is out, I gotta have faith in my guy in a plus matchup. I'll go over.
All right, how about 16?
Same.
17? 17 and a half? That was the original line I was
I
going
gotta
with.
have faith in my guy, but fine, I'll take the under on that because he's been disappointing.
No, I want the under.
Oh, fine. Yeah, give me. I've gotta have faith in my guy. He's my keeper. I'm hoping he does well. So I'll go over 17 for BTJ.
Over 17. Okay. All right, that's a good one.
Is it mine for the last one, I think?
Yep.
All right. I know we mentioned Jared Goff. Um, I know you said like he'd score 20, which he's done twice this year. Do you think he scores 20?
I do.
All right.
You don't? All right, let's see. I
No.
hope, and at that point, I hope he also loses, but I bet he won't.
What'd you say?
I was saying, I hope he doesn't, and at that point, I hope he also loses, but I bet he will not.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Well, Ryan, while I got you on the line, I was gonna do this yesterday, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to do right here on the show. So Ryan and I both got chopped in our guillotine league, which was unfortunate. Um, but we were doing a mid-season guillotine, so we're starting week 9 with 9 guys. Same concept. Half the guys get cut here. So, um, want to randomize our draft order here to see what picks we get for the 9.
Do it.
All right, I gotta figure out set time. We're doing it on Tuesday, I believe. I'll just set it for 7. We can always
Yep.
change it. And then how do I, sorry, this is bad podcasting right here, but
You're doing it on the fly and you're doing it live.
all right,
Sleeper's not
I
always as
randomized it. Let's see what we got. Ooh, so it looks like Ryan, you got the 4th overall pick,
okay.
and I got the 8th overall pick out of 9. That is rough. So we do a super flex league with 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, no quarterbacks, but 2 super flex, a tight end, and I think even switched it to 3 normal flex. So it should be fun dealing with injuries and guys that have already had bye, and the fact that Sleeper hasn't updated their rankings, so we're going off of the preseason ranks.
That'll be fun. Got the fourth overall pick. You got the eighth.
Yeah, are you gonna go QB?
Well, yeah, I gotta look at the buys still that have to occur. But I probably will pick a QB up there. Yeah. We'll see who goes before me. I know Josh Allen for sure will. So
Yeah, we'll
and
see.
Lamar also had his bye already. So and Jalen Hurts already had his bye. Um, so then I'll have to see who the fourth one, unless Mahomes goes as but Mahomes also is out week 10. So
Yeah, no,
Jalen Hurts actually has his bye this week.
I was
So
thinking that the guys on week 10 bye, we're not gonna have immediately to draft, so it's like, do you push them down a little bit or what do you do?
yeah, that includes Jamar Chase and CD Lamb. So we'll see. We
Should
got a
be
lot to
fun.
think about with the fourth pick. It'll be fun.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. Now we got a mid-season draft next Tuesday, so maybe we'll recap that on our starts this coming week.
Yep, I like that idea. That's good with
Uh,
me.
appreciate you listening, Ryan. Hope you're feeling better and have a happy Halloween.
Thank you. Enjoy your Halloween as well. Have a good one. Love
Thanks,
the
Ryan.
costume. See you, Charlie.
All right, see you, Ryan.
Peace.
Bye.